those things that were to happen,
sin faltar una de ellas.
without missing any one of them.
Cuán preciosas me son, oh Dios, tus pensamientos.
How wonderful and beautiful, O Lord, are your thoughts.
Cuán grande es la suma de ellos.
How great and vast are they.
Si los enumero,
If I was to number them,
se multiplican más que la arena de la mar.
they would be multiplied more than the sand.
Démosle un aplauso a Jesucristo.
Let us give Jesus a round of applause.
Dios es bueno.
God is good.
Dije, Dios es bueno.
I said God is good.
Yo me emociono
I get emotional
cuando leo la bendita palabra de Dios.
when I read the blessed word of the Lord.
Servimos a un Dios vivo.
Serving God that
Él es
is
el mismo ayer, hoy y por todos los
He
siglos.
is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore.
Y nada hay imposible para Dios.
And there is nothing that is impossible for God.
Pueden sentarse.
You may be seated.
Me quedan 5 minutos.
5 minutes.
Estudiaba durante la semana
As I was studying throughout the week,
y leía las estadísticas
and as I read the statistics,
y decían las estadísticas, dicen las estadísticas,
and so they read and so they say,
que la mayoría de las mujeres que abortan
that the majority of the women that choose to abort
terminan quitándose la vida,
end up also committing suicide.
excepto hermanas como la que oímos ahorita.
Except like the sister Donna that we just heard speak.
Cuando Cristo viene a nuestro corazón,
When Christ enters our hearts,
las cosas viejas pasan
the old things are
y
gone,
todas son hechas nuevas en Cristo Jesús.
and in Christ all things are made.
Cristo es la única esperanza.
Jesus is the only
Ese
hope.
letrero lo tengo escrito en el edificio que pastoreo.
And that's the verse.
De las 4 esquinas pueden leer: Cristo es la única esperanza.
Of the 4 corners of our church that says Christ is the only hope.
La única respuesta,
He's the only answer.
la única solución
He's the only solution.
es Jesucristo.
Jesus Christ.
Dale a Cristo tu corazón
Give Christ your heart.
y las cosas van a cambiar.
And everything will change.
Los animo a que siga esta organización adelante.
I encourage this organization to continue to move on forward.
Estamos dispuestos a ayudar.
We are willing to help.
Le dije a la hermana que me invitó que en una reunión del sector
I asked the sister that invited us that in a reunion in our sector,
la vamos a invitar
we are going to invite her
para que todos los pastores escuchen esto.
so that every pastor hears of this.
Y con la ayuda de Dios
And with the help of God,
podemos salvar un niño a la vez
we can save one child
y
at a
ser
time
la voz de estos niños.
and be a voice of the unheard.
Solo Dios
Only God
tiene derecho
has the
de
right
decir
of saying
quién vive y quién no.
who lives and who doesn't.
Eso pertenece a la absoluta soberanía de Dios.
This belongs to the absolute sovereignty of God.
¿Y quién somos nosotros
And who are we
para decidirlo?
to decide it?
Dios tenga misericordia
May God have mercy
de este planeta.
upon this
En
planet.
todo el mundo está pasando lo que acabamos de mirar.
Around the whole
Y yo
world,
no sé tú, pero eso a mí me traspasó el alma.
what we just saw,
Yo podía haber sido un niño de esos,
I could have been one of
pero la
those children,
bendita misericordia de Dios me tiene aquí,
but the mercy of God is
predicando,
here, preaching,
amando y trayendo gente a los pies de Cristo. El hombre que me engendró no le importó. Oh, pero yo tengo el Padre, más Padre de todos los padres. Se llama Jesucristo.
His name is Jesus Christ.
Y Él merece que le demos de pie un aplauso, porque Él ha cambiado nuestro lamento en baile.
For us to stand
Ponle de pie y dar un aplauso. Pero
speak.
yo no puedo hablar de Jesús
But I cannot speak about
y
Jesus
estar calladito.
and just be
Lo
still.
siento.
I feel
Si
it.
un día van a la iglesia que yo predico,
If you go to our church one day where I preach,
estos gritos no son nada.
these screams and shouts for
Ahí se
joy,
pone mucho mejor.
it is better in church.
Cristo merece ser alabado.
Jesus
Dale
deserves to
aplausos,
be
dale
praised.
amén.
Give him
Y
an
tú y
amen.
yo
And
vamos
you
con la
and
ayuda de Dios
with
a
the help
salvar
of
más
God,
niños, porque Cristo
will
está
save.
dentro de nosotros.
Lord,
Somos
save
la
us.
iglesia de Cristo. Somos el cuerpo de Cristo.
We are the church of Christ. We are the body of Christ.
Y Él viene por nosotros.
And He is coming for us.
Bendiciones.
Blessings.
Gracias a todos los que me invitaron.
Thank you to everyone that extended an invitation.
Amen.
Well, folks, I don't have the fire like that, Pastor. And I would like to point out, as I sat here listening to him, he is what they like to use for your reason of why you should be able to abort your child. Less than 1% of babies that are conceived in rape. And he is an example of who they would have had aborted. Yet he's alive and he is impacting our world for Christ. So he has an awesome testimony. So it's an honor to be here today with you guys, celebrating the 1-year overturn of Roe versus Wade. Amen. I was reading this morning that it's estimated that there's over 64,000 babies who survived this year because of that decision that was made last year.
Amen.
But the battle is far from over. It's raging. As I stand here right now with you guys, there is a group, Girl Power, that is assembling down in front of the Bellagio to protest the overturn of Roe versus Wade. So I tell you guys are at the far better party right now. And I said, my daughter told me this morning, and I said, how do you know this? Because I haven't heard about it. Well, my husband is down there, because he's a police officer. So I said, babe, take care of it. I want to touch a little bit on a few things. I'm not going to be up here very long. Legislation. There has been so much that is taken place and transpired this year in our own state, let alone across the country. Nation. We are a safe haven for girls that are being brought here to have abortions, for abortionists who are maybe being pursued criminally or legally for botched abortions. They can come here. We won't do anything. Some of you might know last year California passed infanticide. You can have a baby, and if you choose to put your baby in a room and that baby dies, and it's under 28 days after it's born, they're not charging you. They're not doing an autopsy. You're home free. So as our society continues to progress with a godless agenda, we need to stand and fight.
Amen.
They're estimating this year over 70% of all abortions will be done by the abortion pill. And First Choice is the only center in our state that does abortion reversals.
Yes.
This lady sitting right here, Dr. Hamza, stand up. Stand up on your feet. This is our medical director, Dr. Hamza. She has done probably over 100 abortion pill reversals in the last 2 years.
Amen.
And we praise Jesus for her courage and that she tirelessly does that. As that continues to become the method of choice for those that are seeking abortion, the battle is raging legislatively for that. Right now, it wasn't the ban of it that was kind of getting pushed pushed through, wasn't upheld by the Supreme Court, so it's going to be fought in the courts. And with that, we have seen a lot of young women that have come in that have taken those pills, sitting in their houses at home, passing babies. Fortunately, many of them are able to find us when they regret it, and we're able to have them get in contact with Dr. Hamza. For those of you who don't know what that is, they give you a series of pills to take, and the first set that you take starves your baby. And the second set you take expels your baby. So we literally now are a society that is advocating for women to do this at home and experience the trauma of seeing your child after you've killed it. So when they want to say to you guys that they care about the mental health and these women's choices, they don't. Because anybody who cared about a woman's mental health would not subject her to her bathroom to bleed out, have an infection, and pass a baby. I think one of the worst stories we've heard of this year with the gals that have come in. I mean, you have girls coming into our center that show our sonographers pictures of babies on their phones that they've passed at home. But our sonographer was telling me a story of a young woman who had ultrasound before she had her abortion.